This is the Malignant Monitor. The following footage has been obtained from various security archives. Sources have requested anonymity. Some images may be disturbing. You are watching. But remember, something is always watching back. Episode 2. Security camera footage you shouldn't see. The footage you're about to see was recovered from a security system at the Meridian Parking Complex in downtown Seattle. The date stamp reads October 14, 2019, 11:47 p.m. The cameras on levels B1 and B3 were non-functional that night. Maintenance would find the wires cut. Clean, professional. But this camera on B2 was working perfectly. Sarah Chen was working late that night. Her car was on level B2. She'd parked there 100 times before. She told her sister she'd be home by midnight. The garage was supposed to be secure. Keycard access only. But the logs show no entry or exit swipes after 9 p.m., except for Sarah's. At 11:48 p.m., Sarah appears on camera. She's walking quickly, not running, but fast. The kind of pace you use when you feel something behind you, but you don't want to look. She passes under the camera. She doesn't look up. She's focused on her car, on getting out, on getting home. But she never makes it to her car. At 11:52 p.m., Sarah stops. She looks up at the camera, not past it, at it. As if she knows someone is watching, as if she's trying to tell us something. Her mouth moves, she's saying something. The camera has no audio. But you can read her lips if you watch closely. She's saying, "It's here." The next camera that picks her up is on level B4. Sarah never parked on B4. There's no reason for her to be there. The timestamp on that footage is 11:47 p.m., 3 minutes before this camera saw her. Sarah Chen was reported missing the next morning. Her car remained on level B2 for 3 weeks. The footage from B4 was corrupted, all except for one frame. In that frame, Sarah is looking at the camera again. But she's not alone. There's something standing behind her. And it's smiling. We move now to the Hawthorne Building in Chicago. The date is March 3, 2017. The time is 2:13 a.m. The Hawthorne Building was constructed in 1987, 23 floors of office space. By 2017, it was mostly empty. Companies had moved to newer buildings with better amenities, better parking, better everything. But the elevator still worked. This camera is from car number 3, the service elevator. It was installed during a renovation in 2003. High definition, color, state-of-the-art for its time. Maintenance was called to check the elevator on the morning of March 3rd. The night shift security guard had reported unusual activity. He didn't specify what kind. At 2:13 a.m., the elevator stops on the 7th floor. The doors open. No one is there. The building was empty. The motion sensors in the hallway detected no movement, but the elevator waited. 30 seconds, 45, a full minute with the doors open. Then the sensors detected movement. Inside the elevator, the weight sensor registered 147 pounds, but the elevator was empty. At 2:15 a.m., the doors still open. Something reaches down from the ceiling panel, the panel that maintenance had secured that very afternoon. The hand is wrong. Too long, too thin, 5 fingers, yes, but the proportions, the way it moves, like it's learning how to work joints that don't quite fit. It touches the floor, just for a moment. Then it retracts. The panel closes. The weight sensor drops to 0. The doors close. The elevator descends to the lobby. When the morning guard arrived, he found the elevator waiting on the ground floor. The ceiling panel was secure. No signs of tampering. But the camera had recorded something. The security guard who reviewed this footage quit the next day. He wouldn't say why. But he left a note in the log book. Just 4 words. It knows the code. The elevator requires a key card to access the upper floors after hours. But something had ridden it to the 7th floor, something that shouldn't exist, something that had reached down from above. The building was sold 3 months later. The new owners replaced all 3 elevators. They didn't ask why. The old service elevator, car number 3, was dismantled. Scrapped, but the security footage remained. And sometimes, on certain nights, if you watch closely, you can still see it. Reaching down. Learning. Final story. Oakwood Elementary, June 12, 2021. Oakwood Elementary installed security cameras in 2015 after a series of break-ins. vandalism, graffiti, the usual problems of an underfunded school in a struggling neighborhood. What they captured had nothing to do with vandals. This footage is from June 12, 2021, 3:17 a.m. Summer break had started 2 days earlier. The school was empty, locked, secured, or so they thought. The playground camera covers the main equipment area, swings, slides, a climbing structure. It's motion activated to save storage space. The previous recording was from 6 p.m. the evening before. Children playing, parents watching, normal, then nothing until 3:17 a.m. The motion sensor triggers. But there's no one there, just the equipment. Silent. Still. The camera records for 30 seconds of inactivity, then shuts off. It triggers again at 3:22 a.m., one swing, moving, back and forth. The others are still. There's no wind that night. The weather station 3 blocks away recorded calm conditions, not a breeze. But this one swing moves, like someone is sitting in it. You can see the chains flex, the seat tilts, back and forth, back and forth. The motion sensor keeps the camera recording. 2 minutes, 3. The swing never stops. Then, at 3:28 a.m., it slows. The chains creak. You can see them vibrate. The seat settles, empty. But the depression in the rubber seat remains, like someone was just sitting there. At 3:29 a.m., the camera captures something new, a backpack, blue, with a cartoon character on it. It wasn't there when the camera started recording. It wasn't there in the 6 p.m. footage from the day before. It just appeared, right where the swing had stopped. The school checked their lost and found. No one claimed it. The name tag inside read Danny. There was no student named Danny enrolled at Oakwood. There never had been. But inside the backpack, they found textbooks, 3rd grade level, a lunchbox, a jacket, and a photograph, a school photo, a boy, maybe 8 years old, smiling. On the back, in childish handwriting, Danny, 1987. Oakwood Elementary was built in 1992, on the site of a former apartment complex. There had been a fire, 1987. 5 children didn't make it out. One of them was named Danny. The principal wanted to destroy the backpack, the photo, all of it, but the school board insisted on keeping everything. Evidence, they said. For what? No one knew. The backpack sits in a storage locker now. The photo is in a file. The camera still records every night, and sometimes at 3:22 a.m., the motion sensor triggers. One swing, moving, back and forth, waiting. These were 3 stories from the archives, 3 moments caught on camera, 3 questions without answers. The Malignant Monitor will return. Until then, check your cameras, check your locks, and if you hear something in the night, don't look, because if you look, it knows you're watching, and it's been waiting for someone to watch. End of transmission.